I've been seeing this a lot from my perspective, a lot of channels talking about it, and the narrative that Mario Kart World is dead. Have you guys been hearing this?
I've seen videos about it.
Literally, Mario Kart World fell off is what I've seen.
Yeah, so like I've seen a bunch of people making videos like Mario Kart World is dead, Mario Kart World is dead, and it's like, I don't know what to think of this. I mean, you look like Nintendo Land just did a video 5 days ago, got 334,000 fucking views. Everyone is quitting Mario Kart World, you know, like, and I'm just like, damn. I don't know if this is true, and there's no way to tell because Nintendo is not like their Steam charts and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know,
like a player base count.
I do know that like when I have played online, I haven't played in a few weeks online except for when we play on our streams, but I know that when I play online, it is kind of hard to get a full lobby at this point, you know, but I mainly only play Knockout Tour. So but
well, to be honest, Knockout Tour is the most popular mode. I mean,
it is. And I haven't been getting full lobbies. And this is where this is where the narrative is coming from, where people are saying like, I can't get in full lobbies. People have abandoned Mario Kart. And I just don't know if it's true or not. What I do know is that Nintendo has created a ton of problems by their own decisions. They've done this. They have they've made terrible decisions with Mario Kart World. First and foremost, the $80 price tag was just a terrible decision. Optics were bad, all of that, whatever. It happened. And then the argument against that is obviously like, well, I mean, like, you know, like people are like, I can't believe you paid 80 for Mario Kart World. When they say that, I want to go buy it for 80 just to piss them off because I bought the bundle, you know, but like, I kind of like, well, I didn't, but I will now because fuck you. But regardless if most people bought the bundle or not, the game is still priced at $80 and the game is not worth $80 by the standard that has been created within the video game world. It's just not. It's not an $80 game. You know, it's incomplete. It's missing certain things. It's still a great game. I very much enjoy this game, but it's missing something. And the problem is that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a fucking perfect game. And even though it's 10 years old, there's not this massive leap forward within Mario Kart to justify it. So I don't know though. I don't know if the game is dead or not. I can't tell. What do you guys think about this?
It's a weird concept, like calling Mario Kart World dead because it's not a service. It's a game that you buy once.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that mean? Being dead?
Well, it's the online player base, I think, is what they're talking about. But Jeremy, I think you nailed it. So. You nailed it. It is an incomplete game. It's incomplete with the lack of 200 mode and also their versus mode, which I guess is their Grand Prix, but it's locked to tweeners unless you do an exploit to get around it on the map. In between the tweener maps, there's no real Grand Prix where you're just racing 3 laps on one map. It is an incomplete game, in my opinion.
I would agree with the fact that it's dead for randos. I would say if you were to go online and play Mario Kart World with random people, yeah, it's sort of dead, is because you can't pick the tracks that you want, the 3 lappers. So that's why I know that like even someone like Shortcat has been complaining about it. So what they do is they would actually they'll tell people to go to the official Mario Kart Discord, and they would actually put up like the private lobby so they can play with people that can have the 3 lappers. I think that's the reason why. And the thing is, it doesn't really affect us too much. It's because we play with we play Mario Kart on Wednesdays and with the locals chat. But the thing is, I think it's just for normies, it feels like it's dead for them. It's because they don't want to play the intermission tracks, and it is an incomplete game.
It's just weird. I feel like calling Mario Kart World dead is like saying like Breath of the World died. Like if you can't really track it, like I would never play
Breath of the World.
Breath of the World. Is that what it said? Yeah. Like personally, I would never play it online just by myself. Like the Mario Kart games are party games you play with your friends. You know what I mean? So I mean, they made their money selling the game. I've never seen the draw of just playing online with other people. I don't know. It's a party game for me. So I don't know. Call it dead. It's how many copies did this sell? Like,
well, the Switch unconfirmed. It's like I think it's like 5 million Switch consoles have sold, which is the record. If that's, I don't know if Nintendo's actually confirmed that yet, or not. But you know, they've sold a lot. They've sold a lot. The problem is you have an install base of like 150 million people with a Switch 1 that all have Mario Kart 8, which is the best selling Mario Kart. And Mario Kart World it's a good game. I think it's really good actually, but it's not Mario Kart 8. It's just not as good. And when you don't have 200cc and when you don't have the 3-lap races, it's a difficult thing because they're their own worst enemy. But Nintendo's decisions are ultimately the worst part of all of this in terms of how they have handled, with the 3-lap races and changing that up and essentially telling people like, fuck you, play it our way, or don't play it at all. That's essentially what Nintendo has done. So Nintendo has done a bad job of where they are right now, but I don't think I can say that the game is dead. But it's also difficult for me because when we do our Mario Kart tournaments every week or whenever we play with our locals members, we obviously have no problem getting a full lobby, and that's only going to continue on for us because we have an awesome community here. So I never have a problem, and the people that follow us don't have a problem because they link up with people that are part of the the 199. So but yeah, I think that this game is going to evolve over time too, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was not the same game when it released as it was 5 years into the game. So they're going to keep adding to this game. People are going to keep coming back to it. Even though Mario Kart's not a live service game, I feel like this is going to be treated like a live service game in a lot of ways. But I'll tell you what, if they come out with a fucking $50 DLC, the fucking internet is going to go fucking ballistic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If they charge for a true Grand Prix and 200cc, if they charge money for that, fuck them.
They are going
I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, I'll buy the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
I'll buy the fuck out. I'll buy more just to piss people off.
Well, here's the thing. We'll buy it because
make giveaways.
We do it for work. It's our job to do it. But people are going to be pissed.
No, they're going to be pissed. They're going to be pissed. But I just
rightfully
enjoy.
So.
Oh yeah, I listen. To me, the most pathetic thing a man can do besides be gay is to worry about what a man does with his money. Like, so if a grown man is worried that another man spends his money on something and he gets offended, I think that's super gay.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Because because at some point in time, like when you open that door up of like, I'm offended that you spent money on something that I don't want you to spend money on. Are you going to hold yourself to that same standard for someone else? So what if someone else is offended that you're spending your money on something that they don't want you to spend money on? My attitude was always, if you're pissed that I'm not supporting the thing that you think I should support, go support that thing times 2.
I did cares that Tom saw Superman 20 times?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But like when I said I wasn't going to see Solo: A Star Wars Story, and all these motherfuckers accused me of organizing a boycott for the movie. I don't know how many of you remember that shit, but when I said I'm not going to go see it, a lot of the Star Wars shills were like, he's organizing a boycott with his big following. I didn't have that big of a following back then, but they were like, he's organizing a boycott. I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. If you're unhappy that I'm not going to see Solo, go see it twice. All that me. Go see it 5 times. Go see it 10 times. I don't give a fuck. So it's like, so when people start crying to me about supporting Nintendo, I'm like, the wall just got 10 feet fucking taller, bitches. All right. Nobody gives a fuck. Look who's here.
Yo. Oh.
Johnny.
Yo. They arrived together.
Playing
Johnny and
basketball.
They were
Johnny,
playing
what happened?
Oh, you
basketball
too?
Who won?
I have
What
no
are you
idea
guys doing back there?
It's fake rip-off.
It's happening right now.
All right. I know Johnny wants to chime in. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, no, I think there's a big reason for it. Everybody was complaining about the tweener tracks. Like literally everybody, the entire internet was exploding. People were unhappy about it. We were chilling because we like Knockout Tour. So it's like, it didn't really affect us that much. Plus we have our own little group. So like we weren't really confined to like the transition tracks. But anyway, so everybody was upset. And then all of a sudden, the biggest Mario Kart YouTuber, like Shortcat, leading the way, and then TWD98 and a bunch of other, YouTubers and stuff, all started pushing people to the big Discord that Phil mentioned. I don't know what's like normal on Steam, like, or for a successful game, like how many active players at once. But what I know right now is that big Discord has 50,000 members and is growing fast. And so people just aren't.
To your point, a game that just released 2 months ago should not have to have people making a fucking Discord community to play the game they want to play. This is something that happens with a game that is dead and gone, and it's just got a cult following. Go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, 50,000 members and is growing really fast, and then all of a sudden, like, the lobbies were just kind of dead. So I think from a YouTube perspective and from a thumbnail perspective, yeah, I mean, if you just play online regularly where you're going to have the transition tracks, it's going to be a lot harder to fill up the lobby because people are doing it by other means now. And of course, they're going to jump on it for the algorithm, and you know, it's always worth a good grift. But I think the reality is, like, people wanted to play the regular tracks. Clearly, the internet was frustrated. They figured out a way to do it. Now they're doing it, and lobbies just seem dead if you're doing it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and you know, I see a few people in the chat saying, well, 50K is nothing. Well, the point being is that it's taking away from the lobbies that are online, is the point that Johnny's making. So if
it
I
also
go into
like how long has it been, Phil? Like a week and a half, 2 weeks that Discord's been up. It has not been very long. That's
a pretty big amount of players when you're talking about why people aren't in, you know, knockout mode or in online lobbies per se. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't play a lot of online Mario Kart 8 after the first few months, so I can't remember how those lobbies were. But the problem is you have 24 players now. So if you're only going to have 8 players in a lobby and there's 24, that's going to stand out a lot more. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, there's only 8 people in here, versus if you only had 8 people in a lobby before, you're like, oh, well, you know, there's 12 people in the lobby. So, but yeah, I mean, it's an interesting discussion, and a lot of people are having this discussion right now. But I figured I just wanted to bring it up to see what you guys thought about it. Anybody else got any final thoughts on it before we move away from it?
The game was dead to me the day I played it.
Into a game.
So fucking sick of it. But I did get this really awesome exclusive day one Switch. Oh my
god! Keep repeating the same joke over and over. It's not funny.
Shut the
I
fuck
like
up.
retro games.
Yeah, I so fucking I knew he was gonna say it.
And just to clarify, Jeremy, I think a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, Johnny just came in here to sit for Nintendo." No, actually, I hope these YouTubers are right, because I want this game to die, because I miss Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I like it to go back. So this would be fantastic to me.
And I think that's the truth is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a better game. It just is. It's a better game. And I you know, but that doesn't mean that Mario Kart World is a bad game.
Was not launch Mario Kart 8 better than launch Mario Kart World?
That's a good question.
Launch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe might be, but Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U was not a better game on launch because it didn't have double items, which is just broke the game in my opinion. So I mean, like, I'm not the biggest fan. I think you guys know this. Like, I didn't like when they added like the 100 fucking maps of DLC, like, and added all the tour maps. I actually don't like a lot of those maps. So like, I was fine with the first run of DLC when it was true DLC, but they kind of rehashed a lot of shit with the expanded DLC that they had. So
I just see this game breaking out, dude, into like some really cool, involving a lot more characters in different worlds and different stuff that expands out into Nintendo, and this being absolutely incredible. But it may be 2 years before we get it.
Well, that's the funny thing, X-Wing. Like, that's what everybody thought they were going to do. That's what everybody thought the next level of Mario Kart was Mario Kart meets Smash Brothers. And now you just got everybody from the whole universe and stuff. And the thing is, now they've got their next Mario Kart lined up if they want to go that route, because they just did the open world gimmick instead. And so they added some longevity to it. But yeah, I think that's the next step in it.
I think the cool thing is, sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I think the cool thing that they're going to do eventually is like they're going to eventually bring back like the Animal Crossing stuff, the Link stuff, and they're going to have a whole area just mapped for Animal Crossing. Whole entire area you can drive around Hyrule Castle, including like you can go into like, I don't know, Gerudo Valley or whatever. I think that's going to eventually happen. But it's going to be a while before that happens, I think. But the whole 200cc thing, I think that's great. But the thing is, competitive, they don't care for 200cc. It's all 100.
Nobody's like I want to bring that up. Like that's the reason I like 8 Deluxe so much more, is I just miss the speed of the game, but nobody cares. Like I look in comment sections, what everybody's complaining about is this transition tracks, but the standard's 150 and it still is, so people just don't care.
Well, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did not release with 200cc either, and I mean Deluxe didn't. So the Switch version did not release with 200cc. That was added later on. I don't know how long into the life cycle it was. Also, I did see a video the other day from a YouTuber. I can't remember who it was, but he basically broke down like why he's not sure Mario Kart World will ever get 200cc based on a lot of the shortcuts and the tricks and because of how much that speed. Because if you break down 200cc is actually 415cc based on the speed jumps from 50 to 100, from 100 to 50. And then if you actually break down the speed increase from 150 to 200, it's actually 415cc.
To be fair, though, that doesn't mean it has to be for this one either. They just toned down the speed a little bit,
100%.
It would be tough, though, like some of these tricks and everything that, you're supposed to do. A lot of times, if you're going too fast or you use a mushroom in the middle of them, you're flying over that rail you were meant to go to.
But you don't think that gamers will figure it out, Johnny? Like, even yourself, like if you're going 200cc to do some of these tricks, you'll eventually learn how to do it.
Sure, but I don't know if that's what Nintendo cares about. Nintendo's already demonstrated that what they care about is what they intended the game to be. Like, that's what matters.
But then you can still do it on 150. You don't have to play 200. But if you can give people 200, and if people want to still play 150 as Nintendo,
I'm for it. Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
Then go ahead and just play 150, but give people the option.
So aggressive.
I just don't think Nintendo's going to want to do that, because Nintendo made it clear they want the open world, they want the adventures, they want the chaos.
Right,
this is by far the most chaotic Mario game yet, and I think introducing 200cc is going to basically tone down that chaos, because now you've got people creating greater gaps between the best and the casuals.
Yeah. I mean, somebody in the chat said 200cc was with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on launch. Are you sure? Am I wrong? So I know it wasn't with Mario Kart 8 on launch. So it could have been with 8 Deluxe on launch, but I know it wasn't with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. So I could be wrong about that. So, but anyway, we'll see. But we're going to be playing it this Wednesday. So, and we'll be cussing and yelling.
I thought we were doing 8s.
Not this week.
Fuck.